The business news. The United Nations is projecting that fiscal pressure will remain heightened in Kenya due to the high debt burden and maturing Eurobond this year. The UN World Economic Situation and Prospects 2024 report forecasts that African economies will register a moderate improvement in gross domestic product GDP growth in 2024, increasing to 3.5% on average.
Kenya and other African countries continued to experience deteriorating fiscal positions against the backdrop of high public debt and low domestic revenue base in 2023. The UN World Economic Situation and Prospects 2024 report projects external conditions are to remain unfavorable for the African economies due to a weak global economic outlook and limited external financing opportunities. However, a recovery in domestic demand is projected for those countries that experienced economic shocks stemming from currency depreciations such as Kenya, electricity shortages such as South Africa, and armed conflict. Development financing access and cost remains a daunting challenge, with debt overhangs hindering most African countries from accessing capital at favorable rates from international markets. Borrowing costs for governments in Africa remain elevated, largely due to low credit ratings. Estimates show that borrowing costs for African countries are approximately 4 times higher than those for developed countries. In 2023, 3 major international credit ratings agencies downgraded some of the major economies in Africa, including Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, Egypt, and Morocco. The African Union is working on establishing an independent credit rating modality that will provide balanced and comprehensive risk evaluations for African countries. However, a recovery in domestic demand is projected for those countries that experienced economic shocks stemming from currency depreciations, electricity shortages, or armed conflicts.